Hey everybody, Coach Will here with another fun little workout for you guys to go through. Now, today's workout is going to be 6 different stations. You're going to be at each station for 2 rounds. The overall structure is going to be 40 seconds on, 20 seconds off, immediately moving on to the next exercise. And you're going to go through that 3 times. Now, to start things off, we're going to go into the VSIT position on the ground. This is going to be a VSIT overhead press. If you like to use weight, you can by holding it in through the chest. Now again, that can be dumbbells, the conventional weight, or you can be going cans of beans, whatever you have on hand. That being said, ears in line with shoulders, shoulders in line with the hips, and hips into the ground. Now, from this position, I'm going to be pressing up, control back down to start position. Remember, this is going to be 40 seconds of work, followed by 20 seconds of recovery. Now, 20 seconds of recovery means I have just enough time to stand on up, and I'm going to go into the bench step up. Now for this one, this is going to be done 20 seconds per side, so make sure you're aware of the time. Control position, driving through that top leg, repeating. Now if you want, you can be alternating, or you can choose to do 20 on one side and then switch. I'm okay with either, making sure that you focus on knee traveling in line with the toe, making it a challenge. After this 40 seconds, you have 20 seconds to recover, and you're actually going to be returning back to the first exercise. Now, this is going to be consistent across all 6 stations. First exercise, second exercise, back to first exercise, back down to the VSIT press, repeat. After 40 seconds, you're going to rest for 30, and then repeat on through again. Station number 2 is going to be agility ladder and then a forward crawl, then back to agility ladder. So stable position, you can see actually that I've drawn out an agility ladder on my floor. That being said, you can mark it out if you want as well too. It doesn't have to be anything permanent. That being said, you get to have a fun with masking tape that you might have. Now I'm going to stick with an easy pattern. I'm just going to focus on left foot in, right foot in, left foot out, right foot out alongside the square, and then move forward. This is going to be 40 seconds. Make sure you turn around and repeat again. Think quick feet, quick switches the entire time for 40 seconds. Once you get to the end, turn around and repeat. After that, you're going to be going on to a forward crawl. This is going to be done on the ground. Now from this position, I'm going to focus on bringing my body off the ground, knees off the ground, having the balls of the feet on the ground, pushing the chest away from the ground to pack through the shoulders. I'm going to do right arm forward, left leg forward, and then switch. Now, alternatively, you can hold the dead or that kind of that bear position for that 40-second mark if you have shoulder base restrictions or if you're not ready for the bear crawl. That being said, you can also go for a challenge by changing body position, working your way backwards. Now, after you've done that crawl, you're going to go back onto the first exercise, the agility ladder, for another 40 seconds on, 20 seconds off. Again, quick feet. If you want to change the pattern, you can by all means. Repeat it on through, resting for 30 seconds between rounds, and then repeating again at that station. 40 on, 20 off for the agility run, 40 on, 20 off with the crawl, back onto the agility run, 40 on, 20 off, resting for 30 seconds. Going on to station number 3. Station number 3, we get to go into the loaded carry, the loaded squat, and then back to the loaded carry. So I'm going to be bringing in my gym duffel bag, pack this full with weight. We're going to go loaded carry, keep it just nice and close to the chest. Now if you have dumbbells or any other weight, you can by all means use those. That can be farmer carry style alongside the trunk, ideally loading up both hands. That being said, I'm going to use what I have, which is going to be my loaded up duffel bag. This is going to be a control walk, 40 seconds one direction, or 40 seconds going in one direction, and then turning around, getting back to that start position, and repeating, just pacing out for that 40-second period. After you've done 40 seconds of those farmer carries, we're going to go into a loaded squat, ideally keeping that weight close to the chest. Control squat down, big drive off the ground. You can either choose to go as many repetitions in that 40 seconds or choose to go for heavy load for 40 seconds. After that, rest for 20, then repeat back to your loaded carry. Walking back and forth, turn around, and then repeat. 40 seconds on, 20 seconds off. After that, you get to rest for 30, back up into loaded carry, and going through that station a second round. For station number 4, that means that we get to go down to the ground for this one. I'm going to go into a resisted dead bug. Now, you can do this a number of different ways. The way that I like is imagine that I'm trying to squish a bug between the heel of my hand and the top of my knee. From here, I'm going to push my low back into the ground, and unlike most dead bugs, I'm actually going to open up right arm and right leg while I keep tension on that left leg and left arm. Then I would then switch, making sure that I keep that tension through the hip structure, keep that tension through the belly as I alternate, 40 seconds on, 20 seconds off. After that, you would go onto your secondary movement, which is going into a glute bridge. Now, you can choose to do the single leg glute bridge, alternating after 20, or do a single rep alternate, single rep alternate. You can also do double leg, but if you need a challenge, you can easily bring a chair in, which you'll actually need for a few other movements as well too, especially your step up. Bring the heels elevated onto that chair. And now from here, arms out to stabilize, big brace into the belly. I'm going to drive through the floor, bring my hips up, coming up onto the shoulders, and control it back down to start position, and then repeat. After 40 seconds of this, you would go back into that resisted dead bug, rest for 30 seconds, and then repeat through that entire station over again for that second round. In 40 seconds of that dead bug, 20 seconds of recovery, 40 seconds of the glute bridge hike or the glute bridge elevation, and then going back onto the resisted dead bug. After that, rest for 30 seconds, and we're going to go on to our 5th and second to last station. Fifth station, we get to go onto mountain climbers and bird dogs. So mountain climbers, and for those of you that don't like mountain climbers, I've left a fun little video at the end of this that you guys can be bringing your friend or loved one into it. We're going to start in a plank position, nice and stable. I'm going to be driving my knee up towards my chest, not letting my hips tuck underneath. Control back to start position, repeat. Now, nice and stable. This can be elevated if you don't want to be on the ground. If you have any ankle-based issues, be very cautious with this. Nice and control for 40 seconds. After that, we're going to go into a bird dog position. So armpits over top of the wrists, hips directly over top of the knees. Big brace in through the belly. Extend right arm, left leg, making sure that if you have shoulder-based issues, you're not really kind of craning up. And I don't want to see that big kind of arch in through that low back where you're hyperextending in through that low back. Control back to start position. Repeat opposite side. Take it slow and control. Get your breath back after the mountain climbers. Once you have done 40 seconds, going back to your mountain climbers. 40 on, 20 off. 30 seconds to recover, and you're going to repeat that round one more time. Now, after that, we're going to go into the final station, station number 6. Station number 6 is going to be plank walkouts and push-ups. Plank walkouts are going to be a challenging movement where I start in that plank position. Now, whether that's from the high position, going through the heels of the hands, or from that low position, going from the elbows, that's going to be up to you. From here, keeping the hips low, I'm going to walk the feet back, walk the feet forward, making sure that I don't let my belly sag down to the ground, getting that arch into that low back. So big brace, squeeze through the glutes as you rock back and forth. 40 seconds of that, followed by a push-up. Now push-ups for 40 seconds is going to be a challenge. I've included a video of variations for you guys as well too. That being said, stable position, letting the shoulder blades move freely, control down towards the ground, up to the start position, repeat. Take it controlled, focus on stability. We're going to do 40 seconds on, 20 seconds off of the push-up, going back to the plank walkouts. After you've completed that, 40 on, 20 off, rest for 30, and you get to do this over one final time. After you guys have done that, that's it for today. Make sure that you have some time for a little bit of a cool down. Otherwise, have fun, stay safe, we're all in this together. Thank you. Hey guys, in the event that mountain climbers aren't your thing, you can always put your partner on something that slides a little bit and go for 40 seconds of a little bit of a push, getting to have a little bit of fun, turning them into your own little prowler. That being said, enjoy, make sure you have good body position, and continue on.